Speaking of assistance, that will be the rental assistance, which will provide money to the landlords that either have not been receiving rent, or, you know, and also for the tenants who are possibly unable to pay the rent. So it's supposed to be $40 billion of those funds out there spread across everybody. So, and this is Lala News 3, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. And in this episode, I'll actually be talking about the no eviction memorandum extension that did not happen. However, some of you guys' state or local governments may actually do an extension for you. But I got all the details here, so thanks for checking in. However, you know where to reach me. All social media platforms, YouTube. Also, check Anchor for all of my non-podcasting links in order to listen. And I'll be dropping some other new links soon as well. However, all at Lala News 3. And so let's get right into it. So we all know that the eviction extension that was provided by the CDC has expired. So now there's a lot of interesting things that transpired, or maybe that didn't transpire all at the same time, in regards to the news on that. So in June, when the CDC extended the eviction memorandum until July 31st due to COVID, as we know, the Supreme Court's ruling stated that clear and specific congressional authorization via new legislation will be necessary for the CDC to extend the memorandum past July 31st. So we know that we're a couple days past July 31st now, so that has actually passed. And guess what? Congress went on recess. So things get trickier as well because it was not resolved. So I have the details on that as well. But CDC Director Rochelle Walensky noted in a statement last month that the July extension would be the final one, meaning do not ask for another one, meaning there will be no other one. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. My bad. Oh. Okay, so let's silence that. Excuse me. My bad. This is real time. Anyway, so and let's see. So CDC director actually said that they will not be doing any other or further extensions beyond the July 31st one. So at the last minute, leaders kind of tried to scramble for support to get the extension done, but earlier that week, the president actually called on Congress to extend the eviction ban before, like just a few days before, though. It wasn't like way in advance time or anything like that. It was kind of a scramble, just like I said. So, right before it was set to expire, saying that his administration would have strongly supported the decision to renew the ban, but claimed to be unable to do so, citing a ruling from the Supreme Court, which, you know, is that one that I just mentioned that says that it will be specific congressional authorization via new legislation would actually be necessary for the CDC to extend it. So they were not extending it because you would need the Supreme Court to do all of that beyond what the CDC did. So let's see. And then Congress actually, so when Congress went on recess, it's actually for 6 weeks. They went on July 30th, and then the 31st fell on like a weekend. So therefore, that left us rolling into August over the weekend on that one. So they were not present. And keep in mind, the extension was only until the 31st. Now, Democrat Representative Cori Bush actually said many of my Democratic colleagues chose to go on vacation, which earlier today, rather than staying to vote to keep people in their homes. I'll be sleeping outside the Capitol tonight. This was on Twitter. She actually had a picture of herself standing outside the Capitol and saying she'll be sleeping out there tonight. And they still got work to do. So, you know, I guess it's kind of affecting a lot of people. It's not, no, I guess it is. And then now, you know, they kind of went on recess and there's no resolution to it. There's nothing that can be done to it. The CDC is saying they won't or can't, whichever one it is, extend it. So everybody that is facing eviction or having issues right now is kind of in a pickle. However, let's talk about the end result, and we might have a solution as far as what they've stated the solution was. Not we, because I have nothing to do with it. I'm just reporting the news. But the end result is that around 6 million Americans are at risk of getting evicted in the coming months. So, or 16% of all renters, which per census survey data. And that'll be after the memorandum expires on the 31st. So they're saying 6 million Americans, or 16% of all renters. Now, despite the national protection expiring, the state, county, and city municipalities can do their own extension, like I mentioned. So hopefully, you guys' local jurisdictions kick in to kind of do something there. However, the solution is that Nancy Pelosi and the president actually both called on states and localities to distribute the Congress-approved rental assistance, of which there is more than $40 billion remaining in the pot of. And speaking of assistance, that will be the rental assistance, which will provide money to the landlords that either have not been receiving rent, or, and also for the tenants who are possibly unable to pay the rent. So it's supposed to be $40 billion of those funds out there, spread across everybody. So, and they said, and he also said that Congress has the power, Nancy Pelosi, she said Congress has the power to direct the CDC to extend the eviction memorandum as we encourage state and local governments to distribute the money that we allocated. They both are pushing to use the money that's kind of already there. So, I don't know why it's not being used, and I guess the president also spoke out about it as well. So he said 5 months later, with localities across the nation showing that they can deliver funds effectively, there can be no excuse for any, not should be, there can be no excuse for any state or locality not accelerating funds to landlords and tenants that have been hurting during this pandemic, Biden said in a statement. Every state and local government must get these funds out to ensure we prevent every eviction we can. Biden continued. So the issue here is what they're claiming, the people that need help. There's $40 billion. And, of course, there's always charities or some sort of funds, which that's why Biden stated. This is places that have shown and proven that they can distribute funds appropriately. So in that case, he feels that they need to use it and do it now because there's money there that could be used. So, some people are feeling some type of way about Congress going on vacation for 6 weeks. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? They say that there's money out there. Do you guys feel that they should have possibly extended it prior to? Or what do you guys think should happen? But I told you what they feel like should happen, but we don't know what can happen over 6 weeks. I don't know if the president can override something or what needs to happen, but I guess we'll find out. We got 6 weeks to wait it out, or maybe get something done in that time. So I guess all we can do as the people is wait and see. And this is Lala News 3, and thanks for tuning in.